Financial wisdom from Oprah Winfrey. No matter how well you organize your finances, you'll probably never be as wealthy as Oprah Winfrey, but you may surely follow in her footsteps. Many other rags to riches stories like hers didn't just happen by chance. It resulted from talent, diligence, and the capacity to build on one achievement to achieve many more. Oprah Winfrey, who has an estimated net worth of $2.6 billion, is among the wealthiest persons on the planet and has genuinely risen from the bottom. Yes, she wasn't born rich. Surprise! Winfrey was raised in the inner city of Milwaukee neighborhood after being born to a single mother in rural Mississippi. She has been open about the challenges she faced as a child, including being molested and losing her baby after falling pregnant at the age of 14. She got through despite the obstacles in her way and eventually reached the peak of success and happiness. And you can do this as well. There's a lot we can learn from her. Here are Oprah's top 3 gems of financial knowledge. Number 1. Change behaviors holding you back. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Successful people frequently reach a point in their professional or financial objectives where they reach a self-imposed ceiling. The problem is our propensity to blame all of our present actions, both positive and negative, on our previous achievements. We don't realize that the same things that got us here might not necessarily lead us there. For instance, when you were in your 20s, you could have believed that setting aside $200 each month from your wages would be sufficient to create a sizable nest egg. Now you've been married for 15 years, have 2 lovely children, and you continue to fund your retirement account with the same $200 every month. If your retirement account earned an annual compounded return of 8%, you would save $67,955.99 at the end of 15 years. That sounds really good, doesn't it? After all, if you keep things going and expect to retire at the age of 65, you will have about $1 million saved up by then. However, $1 million might not be enough, in addition to the fact that your financial status has changed significantly from when you were in your 20s. More than 75% of registered investment advisors advise millennials to save $2 million for retirement. Once a year, schedule a meeting with your financial planner to discuss whether any changes need to be made. This might be the first step you take to change your behavior, but no doubt it's a big positive step. Number 2. Spend money wisely. Keeping your wants and needs in balance is an important skill for better budgeting, saving, and retirement planning. If you're continually moaning about not having enough money to save or pay more than your minimal credit card monthly amount, you're most certainly living over your means. Look for ways to decrease costs by seeking less expensive but equally effective alternatives. For example, by switching to Harry's or Dollar Shave Club, you may avoid paying $5 every shaving blade and instead pay between $1 and $1.88 per blade. Think this at a bigger level. You can actually save 1,000s with this strategy. Remember, if you're the primary breadwinner in your family and your spouse or kids depend on you to pay for significant expenses like mortgage payments and regular supermarket excursions, you'll need a backup plan in case something were to happen to you. Although no one likes considering their own mortality, obtaining a life insurance policy and setting up an emergency fund are crucial components of any successful financial strategy. Think for them because no one else will. Number 3. Tackle goals with patience. Despite Oprah's numerous business successes, skeptics have been eager to point out the OWN network's missteps. She continued with her most recent endeavor despite her lack of quick success. The Harvard University president asked her to deliver the graduation address for the class of 2013 during that time of unrest. In response to her own network's problems, she said, "It doesn't matter how far you might rise. At some point, you're bound to stumble. Because if you're constantly doing what we do, raising the bar, if you're constantly pushing yourself higher, the law of averages, not to mention the myths of Icarus, predicts that you will at some point fall. You can encounter circumstances when you're unable to make contributions to your retirement account. While it's vital to save for your retirement, unforeseen events may need you to use every dollar of your income to pay for medical expenses and other unplanned expenses. Don't add more wood to the fire. Instead, give the current problem your whole attention. You can catch up on your retirement contributions later when you receive future paychecks. Learn to live in the present and prepare for the future, because if your present gets wasted, there will be no future. Or will there? Nobody's perfect, so don't be too hard on yourself. As Oprah suggests, you can have it all. You just can't have it all at once. Keep at it and keep working for your financial objectives. What additional good financial advice does Oprah Winfrey have to offer? Want to know more about her and her success story? So stay with us, because we're going to bring you to the path that leads to success, not only paved by Oprah, but many other big names like her.
Do make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to be in the loop